Hello everyone, this is Colin on the ASCA League channel, and here we are for the Copperhead Amateur Series Race 5 at Kern County. We're already a quarter of the way through the season. Back at it again after we raced last week at Concord. That's the first time we've actually had two races back-to-back in a while. Here's the point standings as it shows now. August Eberhard almost at the 100-point mark, however that will be broken after tonight. Behind him in close pursuit, Logan Sanders, Nia Deverett, and Davey Johnson, all within 10 points, with Red Stallion Racing teammates Jack Porkins and Garrett Sonor just lurking right behind. Anyways, we're going to have to see who prevails here today, but so far it looks like Jack Porkins and Zach Rain have the best cars, the two three-letter drivers up front. Row 2, Andrei Popov and August Eberhard also had very quick qualifying laps. Row 3, two Americans, Davey Johnson and Garrett Sonor both inside the top 6. Row 4, Conrad Cooper and Chloe Baker. Conrad comes in 8th and Chloe Baker way outside the points right now. Row 5, Nia Deverett doing very well, and Megan Johnson, two female drivers in Row 5. Row 6, Logan Sanders, Martinsville winner, and Patrick Curtis. Row 7, Dan Klennock and Moretta Zrischel from Djibouti. Row 8, Nick Viquez and Brian Thompson really needing to turn his season around here. Row 9, Julio Caesar still impressing in that Smart Motorsports car, and Jake Baskinger. Row 10, Kevin Ulrich with new sponsorship from Ford, and Castle Radcliffe, the UK driver. Row 11, Richardson Racing teammates James Richardson and Aiden Thomas. Row 12, Cam Gadu and Mackenzie Rustin trying to redeem himself after Loudon. Row 13, Max Stein in the 25 for this week, and Samantha Jones, a back-to-back start for that 52 car. And another Davidson Motorsports teammate in row 14, Ben Gerhardt, and Giovanni Barraza making his first start. Anyways, as the cars round the corner, here we go. Green flag racing is in the air. We're green at the 5th race of the season. And an incredible jump by Jack Porkins. You saw Zach he had really no speed coming off of 2 there, and Jack is only going to improve his lead right here. As you see, they take lap 1, 50-lap race. It's one of the shorter distances on the grid for the schedule. However, this race will go fast. We still will see one pit stop at the end of this race if we do go caution-free. Andrei Popov made it up to 2nd on that restart. Popov has not had the best seasons, however, sitting in 9th, he is really not too far back, so I wouldn't count out Andrei right away. I mean, he is 38 markers back, but with a good run, he could easily get back into this contention run. You see Davey Johnson back there, he is in 4th, only 8 markers back, so Davey having a very good season, and running 3rd like this, he is actually ahead of all of his competitors in front of him, so he will gain on all of them. Here's one of his competitors, Nia Deverett for Double T Motorsports, and we're talking a lot about the championship hunt because it's so close. And Nia Deverett, after winning, we thought she was going to start running away, but she's only sitting 3rd right now. She is 5 points back, to be honest, but the other 2 cars in front of them are winners this season and have been doing extremely well. One of them happens to be August Eberhard, who is situated right behind her. Then we got the DVR teammate, Zach Rain, started on the front row, but look at how far he's dropped through the field. Zach had such a quick car in qualifying, but right now he's fighting a loose car, trying to make his way around the track as best he can without wrecking it. His teammate Dan Klennock is going to go on the inside. Both of those drivers are championship running drivers, however, both of them are sitting 14th and 15th in points. This team really needs to get back into the hunt and try to get their chase hope back underway. Another driver that's actually a surprise to not see him at the front, Jake Baskinger. Jake was expected to be one of the legends of the series as he has a lot of background experience on short ovals like this. And seeing as he's running in the back, it's almost surprising since he is running the OSR equivalent for the Copperhead Amateur Series, also known as Blue Flare Motorsports. But this team should be very quick, and we've seen it out of Moretta Zrischel. She's actually shown a couple of really good runs, but overall this team has not been that quick. We have seen some speed out of the Pennzoil Pro Series drivers that drive the 61 car though, so they kind of cancel that argument out. Here's August Eberhard, just put down one of the quickest laps of the race. He's coming right now. Your points leader wants to take over the 51 car of Nia Deverett and put any hopes of her securing a good spot behind him. But currently you see Nia actually getting by Andrei Popov. That has also fallen from 2nd. Davey Johnson and Nia Deverett trying to challenge Jack Porkins at the front. Last week we saw Jack Porkins have an all right race, but he ended up securing the win. Whereas at Martinsville, where we saw him have an all right race as well, where he was just dominating the field out front, he ended up getting passed in the final few laps. Well, this is the third consecutive race where he's just been kind of just pacing the field and not doing too much, and he's currently leading the field, so we're going to have to see if he indeed ends up winning this race or not. Mackenzie Rust in the 29 car you see running midfield, holding up Jack's teammate here, Garrett Senor. Senor has been on a downward slope, just a little bit though, because he has been salvaging some good finishes at the end of the races. But Garrett is sitting 6th in points, 27 points back. But for Mackenzie Rustin, he just needs a good run to show that he is still worthy of driving at Davidson Motorsports. Although I don't know if I'd call that a compliment. Davidson Motorsports hasn't been doing that well anyway. See on the right side of the board, the running order at the moment flashed by. We are halfway through the race already, and it is a very short race as we see the time fly by. However, we have not seen any incidents on the tracks yet. Will that remain that way? We'll have to see. See two Toyotas here, Max Stein and Chloe Baker. Baker is in absolute panic mode right now. 17th, 70 points behind the leader. This driver is running for a team that also houses Logan Sanders' car, and Logan is running 2nd in points. So the fact that Chloe Baker, also being a Pennzoil Pro Series veteran, the fact that she's not having a good season is being just completely detrimental to her entire career, as this is not what anyone expected. We thought she was going to be the top 4 in the final race, like somewhere up inside the top 4 at least, but running 17th is nowhere near what we expected. Giovanni Barrazza's day is going to come to an end, it looks like, with a blown motor as the Gree Chevy. Well, we might have to put an air conditioner in that car to get out all the smoke. I'm sure Gree would be supportive of that, but Giovanni's first start blows up in smoke. You see Jack Porkins actually is running the lap traffic. Now, these are the cars that got held up by the 92 car when he was slowing down. Unfortunate victims of that accident, at least. I hope there's no fluids, but the officials haven't thrown a caution yet. See, Davey Johnson was at the back of the 99, however, the 41's going to throw the block and become an obstacle between those two cars. And we are getting reports pit stops will be happening this time by, as Jack Porkins will be making his way down pit road, and we are going to see him turn off here. Yep, there he goes. So Davey Johnson's going to follow with Baskinger. August Dieberhard went down as well. It looks like top 3, it looks like Popov, Sanders, and Deverett did stay out. Those are 3 cars. We're going to see anyone else. There's August Eberhard. And a lot of cars coming down. That's Cam Gadu, Mackenzie Rustin, Jake Baskinger finishing his service. Ooh, and it looked like a very slow stop by Davey Johnson. Jack Porkins is already out, but Davey's still in pit road. So he's going to lose a lot of spots here. Everyone else is going to come in except for Dan Klenick that stays on the track for another lap. Ooh, some contact there leaving pit road. 9 car in the 33. However, we see Logan Sanders. He appears to have the lead here as he comes out of pit road. I don't see... There's Jack Porkins right back there. So Porkins did not at all have a good stop, it appears. Or maybe he got held up by some of the cars coming out of pit road. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like we also have a battle for the lead here. Dan Klenick coming out of the pit road. Where did he come from? And the Reese Ford is now going to challenge for the lead. You see Jack Porkins at Heartbreak. I talked about it earlier in the race. He has to have a flawless race, and well, it's not going to end up in a victory, as he led almost every lap. He's led probably 2/3 of the laps in the last 3 races. But it doesn't look like he's going to get it done here today. And looks like another one that's going to slip away from Porkins' grass. He could have 3 wins by now. However, 2 laps to go in the air as Logan Sanders has to do some serious blocking. And this is the 3rd race where it's come down to the wire. Will Logan keep the lead? At Martinsville, it was a last lap pass, but at Concord, it was not a pass. In fact, Jack Porkins was able to hold on to it. Now it's Logan Sanders' turn to hold on to it instead of being the passer. White flag is in the air. Can Dan Klenick turn his season around and get a win here? It looks like Sanders pulled away a little bit, and Klenick tried to drive it in there as hard as he could, but he couldn't get there. Checkered flag. Logan Sanders will take his second win of the season, and he will take it by defending this time rather than making the pass in the last lap. And the Maui Motorsports driver does it again, and we saw it from the Maui Motorsports pit crew as well. Got his car out front, and he secured the win. Second win of the season for him. Dan Klenock, an amazing job by the 20 car to get his car back up into the top 5. Maybe this can push him up in standings. Julio Caesar, an awesome run by the 44. In fact, the running order was actually really shuffled after pit stops. We saw like Max Stein down there as well. Awesome runs by some of those drivers. Anyways, you see Giovanni Brazza, only car out of the race was the engine problem. And how about August Eberhard? Was inside the top 5, fell to 19th during pit stops. Definitely not what he wanted to see. And you see he falls from the points lead to 4th, 17 points behind Logan Sanders, who now assumes the lead with 122 points. Nia Deverett in second. And in fact, we came in with 4 drivers under 10 points apart, and now we only have 1 driver with the second driver 13 points back. Anyways, that's all for now. And the Copperhead Amateur Series race will be at Talladega next time. That'll be race 6. Copperhead Amateur Series is signing out. See you all next time.